Hey, this is Unix, and today I want to talk about a Cauldron and Composter Yoinkers. Yeah, Frankie, I will let you out. Just wait a minute. First, talk to the audience about this concept. So, a few days ago, I saw a video of a Composter Yoinker. The video was on Reddit and was made by Jasmus is Amazing, if I don't butcher his name. He also made a reference to Ardus and Avogaado, which apparently also made a Composter Yoinker, but they didn't make one which was as quick as this one. This design is not by Jasmus is Amazing. I rebuilt it because I didn't understand how it worked and, learned a little bit of zero ticking. For those who want to rebuild it, I'm not going to a block by block building, but I will just say the components. So I used a double edge zero tick, I think it's generator, to detect if this node block gets updated. Once that happens, this zero tick repeater repeats the signal and will feed it inside of this ABBA. This ABBA will be powered from red, orange, blue to black. Which also is the order of the pistons. So first red, orange, blue, and then black. Then that's just for spitting out the composter. Then black will be delayed a little bit by this observer, which will then pull the player back into this block, and then this ABBA is being powered once again from blue, orange to red, so that this system is being pulled back once again, and the player will fall down. Down here, this piston will be pulled back, and there are some extra, how to say it, some extras to prevent this, it's a spam protection. So this is part of the spam protection. This is wired as the spam protection. So now I can spam this design and it won't break. And as you can see, it pulls you in and you fall in without, it's quite quick. Yes, so I redid this design so that I could continue with this cauldron trap. I thought it was quite a nice idea that you have like a cauldron with some lava and it will just pull you in. So this one is quite simple. It just has one simple zero tick generator, and it triggers when a player gets close to this pufferfish. So let me go to survival. Let me first eat this one because I will be put on fire, and if you walk here it will just pull you in, and it's quite hard to get out if you're not prepared. Of course it won't immediately kill you if you have good armor, but it's a nice trap, to say it like that. It's not too forgiving, but it's also not too hard. So let's say, let me get out of here. That sign is quite annoying. So you can of course hear the pufferfish, and if you jump at the correct, if you hear it, then you won't be caught. So that's the first design I made. And with this design you can see this cauldron, like I said before, with other designs. With Avogaado you could see the cauldron. With Ardus it was not as quick as the zero tick design, and so I copied that design here and remade it for the cauldron. So this design, as you can see, is not wired that you can fall downwards. Instead, so let me show you what happens. If you get close to it, it will pull you in this wall. You can see outside, so if you have an ender pearl or something, you can still get outside of it. And once you leave it, the pufferfish will not de-aggro but inflate, and the setup is pulled back once again. You can imagine if this wall is all stone, you won't be able to see that there's a cauldron behind it. You can also, well, change it a little bit. So right now everything is beneath it or next to it. I think there's only one wire which is not currently. One of the problems, of course, with the pufferfish is that it doesn't detect only on that block but another. So if you currently walk or run next to it, you will be caught by fire, but it won't be caught by the cauldron. I think to improve this design, you will probably have to make a 3-wide cauldron system or something like it. In general, I don't want to do a block by block building in this episode. I just want to share this idea. So currently I shown you 2 of the ideas, so like an entrance to pull the player in or a trap. So the third one, well, you don't really need any zero ticking for it, but so let me first show you the concept if you don't know it yet. If you have a honey block makes you, you can't jump high on honey blocks. So if you put a cauldron on top of a honey block and get inside of this cauldron, you cannot jump outside of it. Of course you can use it for a trap with a cauldron or something, but I think it's more fun for trapping villagers inside of it. So like now you can have, well, more villagers next to each other instead of having quite a big surrounding view. Also the villager won't get outside of its cauldron. If you consider this villager cruelty, then don't do it, but if you want to maximize your space with villagers, this might be the option for you. I think that's all I have to say today about cauldrons and composters. This design also works for composters, so if your villager trading hall is more fit for composters, or you want to do them next to each other just to have some more variation, they both work. But, well, as you could see, you didn't need any zero ticking for it, although you could probably use it for it. Yes, I think I stop mumbling and start to release Frankie. I know, sorry that it took so long. You're free now. It was just, well, some really nice decoration, and I think that's the only way people would imagine me falling for such an obvious trap. Yeah, I will say that to them. Frankie wants to say have a nice day. I think that's a great thing to say. And leave a like if you did enjoy this ramble about composters and cauldrons. If you like my content, consider subscribing, and if you find something else interesting with composters and cauldrons, maybe with zero ticking them, please leave your comments down below, and well, see you next time. Bye. Or maybe this is also some nice information for you guys, as if you want to replicate this build or want to know what my building standard is. I try to use planks for non-solid or solid blocks, which, well, doesn't really matter. The concrete blocks or quartz block for solid blocks, glass blocks for non-solid blocks. I don't think I've used it, but the stripped logs for a zero tick output, because sometimes it's quite, I say it, apparently redstone is like quite random for updates. Well, it's not random, it's always constant at one location. So if you leave that location the updates of the redstone will be random. So I currently made sure that if this block updates, then well, if this redstone update, this block also updates, and it can trigger the rest of the system. I don't think I've used it in the later designs, but it's one thing to keep in mind. Then inputs of, for now, the pistons and some immovable blocks which won't be moved by slime blocks. So as you can see, I try to color code it a little bit. White is just my default block, and then the other ones are just for the pistons. So piston 1, 2, 3 and 4, in that order they had to activate, and pulling back they had to activate 4, 3, 2 and 1. Yeah, that's just a side note I just wanted to show you. And that's all, I guess. Bye.